Critics always hate the films we think are great, but only one appreciates them all. He saves us every day, he keeps the trolls at bay, though he may be a shade delusional. The shelter of his mouth is moist, he will not give you any choice. Agree with him or else, because he is the film defender.
Whatever the reason is you're doing this, focus on that. Maybe it will help.
Trust me, I've been through worse.
You ain't from around here, are you?
What gave me away? You got insurance for this place?
Insurance? Ruh-roh!
Too bad.
Aggressor!
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Is that the best line you could come up with?
Gee, I thought it was okay.
Guys, whatever this is, take it outside.
Why?
You don't write.
Why?
You don't write.
Why?
Would you be quiet? I'm trying to tell ya. You don't write. You don't call. How else am I supposed to get a hold of you?
I'm getting out of here.
Welcome to episode 11 of The Film Defender, serving the public good one underrated movie at a time. Today, I'm coming to the defense from this guy of X-Men Origins, Wolverine. Now, since its release in 2009, this movie has come under a lot of fanboy hatred for a very specific reason. And if you would notice the conveniently timed release of this video, it might have something to do with the certain blockbuster that's tearing up the box office right now.
Little thing we call Deadpool.
Yeah, well. So, you may be wondering, what could anybody possibly have to complain about in this film? Well, that's why I brought my friend here.
To complain.
Yeah, the complainer is what we should call him, but he's really the...
Aggressor.
Yep.
The film aggressor.
The film aggressor, if you want to get technical. Objection number one.
In all actuality, Bone Claws were not even introduced into the continuity of X-Men until 2001, when in the 7th page of the 8th...
Alright, aggressor, we get the point. Nerd. So yeah, technically they didn't have the Bone Claws in the continuity in the comics. But if you think about it, it makes a whole lot of sense. Wolverine didn't always have adamantium claws out of his hands. That came with the Weapon X program, which put all that metal on his bones. So it makes sense that something had to have come out of his skin that the adamantium claws replaced once that procedure happened.
But Bone Claws? They're lame. It's lame sauce. It's weak.
You're lame sauce. Plus, as the director of 2013's The Wolverine, James Mangold says, the Bone Claws are a much more primal example of Wolverine's ferocity than just the shiny, metallic adamantium claws.
Whatever. It's convenient, isn't it?
Convenient. It's a believable backstory for the claws that have become so famous. Point, defender. Objection number two.
The CGI is just so awful.
Care to elaborate? Didn't see that coming, did you?
No, it's just awful.
How about an example?
How about the time that Wolverine gets thrown into a truck and the truck continues to drive away? And the time the logs fall on him? Helicopter scene. Scene where he's getting drills into his face. Any scene with adamantium claws. Wolverine taking down a fire escape, one awkward swipe at a time. How about the amateur rendering of a fight on top of a smokestack? How about the naked jump through a waterfall? And that unfortunate cat run scene from Sabretooth? Or Gambit's unnecessary front flip into a cement block?
Yeah, just what I thought. Nothing. Alright, the CGI might be a little shoddy here and there, but the cinematography and the landscapes are beautifully shot.
Yeah, the cinematography may be good, or even great, but that's like drawing a crayon explosion on a Mona Lisa. It still looks terrible.
It depends on how good of a crayon drawer you are.
No. No. Plus, this being an action movie, you know it's required in an action movie, correct? CGI.
Oh, I thought you were going to say death of a loved one for revenge, because that's true too.
That is true.
Well, I don't really know if this benefits the movie at all, but I can come up with an excuse. In fairness, Fox did push the production of Wolverine to the brink before the effects were actually rendered.
Point aggressor.
Objection number 3.
I thought this was a Wolverine movie. Why is he such a wimp?
Yeah, he comes off as a wimp at the beginning of the film because he actually has a character arc to go through. The tragic loss of his love interest sends him into a revenge-filled tirade, which only ends in the death of whoever he comes across. So yeah, he starts off as a wimp only to become the animalistic killer that we all know and love as Wolverine.
He's just a wimp.
How about an example of how he's a wimp and why that derails your enjoyment of this movie?
I think the sum of this movie can be that one scene where he gets thrown in front of a truck and the truck continues to drive away.
That's not him being a wimp. That's just the driver showing a lack of respect and care for human life. He must have had somewhere really important to be. That's all I'm saying.
I will hand it to him. He was a wimp for the first half of the movie, and he gets his butt handed to him, and then he gives that big long speech of he's like, "Put me in the right direction." Yeah, that's when he turned pretty bad. So
no rules.
Maybe this should be a half and half. Because he's pretty wimpy for the first half, and then he's pretty bad for the second half.
But my argument is that the wimpiness is a setup for his character arc, making him into the hardcore Wolverine. It's a progression. It's an origin story. We've got to see where he came from and where he ends up. If it wasn't a character journey, then it wouldn't be really all that interesting to watch. But I will grant you, at the beginning, when they infiltrate that building to get the guy who knows where the adamantium is being hidden, he does absolutely nothing. So I don't know why he's there, but him being a wimp is integral to his eventual character arc later on.
And it's an origin story.
Yeah.
The character is always a wimp in the origin story.
Yeah, that's true. Chalk that one up to the film defender. Get used to disappointment, aggressor. Objection number 4.
Them other actors, the supporting ones, they're terrible. Okay, so as supporting actors, you have Will.i.am. I don't remember the other guy's name.
Which one?
The tubby guy.
Oh, nobody knows his name.
And then the guy who plays Gambit.
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch. Not very good. They were not very good.
I'll give you the Blob guy is sort of unmemorable. He's kind of just a generic Western guy with an accent.
Yeah.
But Will.i.am, for not being a professional actor per se, he actually has some good interplay with Wolverine at certain parts, and I was kind of sad to see him go when he gets his spine snapped in half, which is kind of a gruesome scene.
I was happy to see it.
Sure you were. Because you're a monster. And as for Gambit, Taylor Kitsch does a really good job as the character. The problem isn't his acting. The problem is the script doesn't give him enough to do. If he was in a movie where Gambit was more of an integral character to the plot, he would have pulled it off with flying colors. And it's kind of a shame that we didn't see that. Have you ever seen Friday Night Lights?
Yes.
He's awesome in that show.
That's true.
So, it's not his acting chops that are the problem. It's what he's given to do.
See, by acknowledging that there is a problem in the script is also acknowledging that there is a problem. If the supporting actors don't have a good enough script behind them, there's still a supporting actor problem. Is there not?
No, if the script doesn't give the characters enough to do, that's a problem. But in a movie that's called X-Men Origins Wolverine, how important are the supporting characters anyway? They're all just there to prop up Wolverine and help tell his story anyway, so the fact that they put these in is more just a fan service than it is to actually flesh out their characters, which I'm okay with.
I'll give that one to you. You earned that.
So, point for the film defender.
This one I will win, folks.
Probably, but we'll see.
My favorite one.
Objection number 5.
That is not the Deadpool that we know and love.
Yeah, it's not. I kind of wish they hadn't called it Deadpool, because they really only refer to it as Deadpool one time. And having an amalgam of awesome X-Men powers combined into one ferocious being is a really interesting concept. So seeing Wolverine have to go up against something that's superior to him in every way is a really suspenseful fight, the first of which we've seen in this entire movie. Because Wolverine's unstoppable, they say it many, many times. Yeah, if you're looking at it through the lens of Deadpool, then it's an atrocity. So, just don't.
First off, they only refer it to Deadpool maybe once or twice the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
However, they do refer to it as Deadpool, and they believe they even call him Wade throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Wait, is that you?
So that is Deadpool, is it not?
It definitely is Deadpool. And in Deadpool's defense, when he's Wade Wilson at the beginning of the movie, he's extremely charismatic and funny and witty and all those things that we want Deadpool to be.
And then they tape his mouth shut so he can't say a thing.
Yeah.
And it ruins the whole point of having Deadpool in the movie.
Yeah, it does.
It's ruined. Just be happy, folks, that we have a Deadpool movie.
That's true. Yeah, you probably won that one.
Yes, I did. That one was an easy one.
He's coming back, guys.
I could tie this up.
Objection number 6.
Well, isn't it just convenient that his memory is gone? Yes, it is quite convenient that all of a sudden he's lost all memory of the past. Like that.
You know, I'd say he would find that quite inconvenient, actually.
Well, I know of other situations being shot in the head that don't end in memory loss.
Well,
Mostly just death.
Yeah, but in other situations, the person being shot doesn't have a healing factor.
Well, that's true. But I will say that brain matter and brain tissue heals slower than any other tissue.
But it still heals. And the fact that Wolverine can heal so much more quickly than other people kind of leads you to believe that he could eventually regain those memories, like we see in the subsequent X-Men films. He starts to piece together what happened to him in that Weapon X program.
I will say, from a writer's perspective, it's a super convenient way of him just being shot in the head and forgetting everything from the past.
Yeah, the invention of an adamantium bullet is a little convenient, I guess, but it's probably the most plausible explanation for spontaneous memory loss. I mean, I don't know what other event could have caused that type of event to occur with somebody who has a healing factor.
A Deadpool sword through the eye?
Yeah, that's true.
A giant block of concrete falling on his head from the pillar collapsing?
Well, the problem with that is that adamantium is indestructible, so even a bunch of concrete wouldn't be able to penetrate it
I'll give you that.
or break it. And as for the sword through the eye, this is a PG-13 movie. They could have done that in the Deadpool movie because it's R-rated, but if they want to make it into that PG-13 range, having a sword impale the face of your hero is probably on the no list.
But a gunshot to the head is fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't show anything. See, a bullet, you don't have to see it penetrating the skull, whereas a sword, it'd be kind of hard to avoid that entirely.
I don't think I earned it.
Point to the defender. Well, if my calculations are correct, you're a loser! Better luck next time, aggressor.
We'll see.
So in closing, X-Men Origins is a pretty exciting action film with interesting fight scenes, great cinematography, and a pretty decent telling of the backstory of one of the most popular Marvel characters. X-Men Origins Wolverine's updated status, Defender. But never mind our scorecard, who do you think won the fight? Comment below with either hashtag Defender
Or hashtag aggressor.
and let us know who you think was victorious. Also, is there a film that you love that deserves a strong defense from this guy? You can either email me at thefilmdefender@gmail.com, tweet me at thefilmdefender, post to my Facebook page, again,
Film Defender.
obviously, or simply comment below and let me know what film you want me to fight for. Also, most importantly, don't forget to subscribe by clicking this flashing subscribe text to my channel for more Film Defense's 5 Good Things About videos, turning bad news good, and whatever else I decide to come out with before anybody else gets a chance to see it. you'll be in the exclusive club. You can also check out Film Aggressor on Twitter at this Twitter handle. Thank you so much for your support, and until next time,
The defense rests. Okay, now look up and off to the right. Sorry, I meant left. My right. All right, I'll do it better. Let's say your line.
What's my line? well, okay.
I just see your like eyes peek over the.
When a distant duck quacks in the nightlight.
How poetic.
You don't. You don't. I'm trying to tell you.
That's like a 1920s comedy.
I'm trying to tell you. You don't write. You don't call. How else am I supposed to get a hold of you? Is that too much?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we do have the original, so this is...
It doesn't matter, really.
I'll simmer it down a little. yeah, I went cross-eyed.
Yes, you did. I love how the film aggressor is just turning into like this cartoon character. It's like, you can do the cat run thing. That's funny.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go. You look a little bit like an ape. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay, now do me from this.
That's what she said. What? Never mind. You'll hear it on the camera.
That's what she said.
Yeah. How long do you want me to dance for?
Oh, just for like 30 seconds.
That's a long time.
That's awesome.
Jake, I'm not a dancer.
That's awesome. Chalk that one up to the Film Defender. I don't know why I'm doing the rad ram finger, but... Cheers.
Oh.
I was saying cheers to the viewer, Riley.
I thought you wanted a clinky.
We can do it.
Well, I can't now.
Cheers. The way I
am I aggressing?
Yeah, you're actually aggressing this time.
Oh.
Yeah.
The plot thickens.
Exactly. Which should be easier than my job, in all honesty.
It's a good movie, guys. It's okay.
But
it kind of sucks. I have to be aggressive.
Not that aggressive.
Actually, Bone Claws were not even introduced into the continuity of X-Men until 2007, when in the 7th page of the 8th... Dang it.
Unfortunately, Mountain Dew is not paying us either.
Dang it, guys.
Why not? We get like 100 views.
And we appreciate all 100 of
Yes,
them.
we do. That is money in the bank, Mountain Dew. Come on. PepsiCo is really dropping the ball on that one.
This is a Wolverine movie? Why is he such a wimp? That's true.
I know some people... Well, I don't know anybody. That's a lie. I have no friends.
Except for me!
Yeah, this guy. Cuckoo got screwed.
Cuckoo got screwed. I hope you're... I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that because I had a rebuttal, but I don't have a rebuttal for that.
What were you thinking I was going to say?
I can't even remember now. It's not important, I guess, but...
Your hypothetical rebuttal, I'm sure, would have been real.
It would have been awesome. Start playing the Jeopardy music.
Exactly. What's that? The Jeopardy
I'm
music?
nervous. I don't have a rebuttal. I'm really just playing devil's advocate. I totally agree with you on this one.
Ooh, that was a pretty good one. Yep.
Barbecue chicken pizza, folks. Mountain Dew. I gotta make it close. You're still gonna win. This is called the Film Defender Show.
It's not like this is rigged or anything.
It's totally rigged.
Don't listen.
It's totally rigged.
You're just hashtagging everything tonight.
Hashtag aggressor.
What? Clapping for yourself. Poor sport.
I don't have any friends. I thought we covered this already.
Somebody has to clap for him, guys. Hashtag what? Hashtag no friends.
Hashtag no friends. Hashtag aggressor. Hashtag defender.
Alright.
Are you gonna... So you should do... And the final score is... Why don't you tell us who think you won? Who you think you won?
So the point goes to... aggressor. Surprise! Be sure to comment below with hashtag aggressor or
Hashtag... Oh, crap. You ain't from around here, are you?
that was good.
Insurance? Ruh-roh! Guys. My voice is like cracking.
Guys.